Hey there, Jay. So this is the first swings that we started with, and like I told you, I think you have an excellent swing. We had two major things we were trying to do. One was we wanted to get your posture a little less slumped. So if you look at the second swing we took, that's a much better posture. So you can see that your back is just a little less rounded up here. So you look a little taller and a little more angled, and that gives you a little more definition in the pelvis tilting, which is good in general. If you look at good players, they usually have a little more angular posture without appearing to be stiff or static. So that was one thing. If you look at the swing in general, I like the way it moved. It's not often you see somebody with your handicap flattening the shaft like that. So that's a real nice move. I teach that all the time. So that was the first thing. And then the second thing that I thought was going to be important was the amount of lateral shift. So I thought that the way you were moving after you flattened the shaft, your lower body was driving too much directly at the target and not left enough. So if we watch the total amount of movement forward by the time you get to impact, and then we go to the later swing, as we talked about trying to aim the drive of the hips more 45 degrees to the left instead of more straight at the target. Watch the amount of hip slide that you had now. So there's a discernible difference there. So you cut about a third of this movement off by angling your movement to the left more in your brain, and then that will help. What we discussed was trying to get your right side over here to move forward into the shot and cover the shot. So we would rather have the right side moving a little more forward as opposed to feeling like it's moving more down. There's definitely down to it, but it's down and forward as opposed to just more down. So again, if you look at the move down the line, what we were talking about is trying to get your hips to open up to the left. So that would have a tendency to take the release and make it feel like it's a little more around as opposed to out from under you and out to the right. And we did a drill that I filmed myself doing in the past, so I'll find it here and I'll show it to you just to remind you of what we did. Gotta find it. So remember, we took the right hand and dropped it down, regular grip, and then slide the right hand down to the bottom of the grip. Then we make a little half swing like that, and then we try to get good contact. So the point here is that the right side as you can see, is moving forward into the shot. If it stays back with the split hand grip, you'll hit it fat every time. So by angling the hip movement to the left more, you open your lower body a little sooner, and then the right side can cover, drive and cover. All right?